Hi everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria, the Energy Queen, and this is the energy update for December the 27th, 2024. We're still in 2024, and if you've been watching, I didn't do an update on Sunday because I just didn't feel it was the time, to be honest. So I'm doing the update right now. Usually I will be doing these updates every Sunday. Sometimes my energy shifts and things change, but for now that's my plan. So basically, the energy update for right now is that we're going into a time of just so much new energy, so much new, fresh potential. And if you think of like a whiteboard that's clean or a chalkboard that's totally empty and cleaned off, that's the best approach to have right now. And you might find yourself thinking about the past and kind of getting bogged down about things that happened in the past. But I will tell you that um, that's not what matters right now at this moment. What matters is what are you going to do next? And I think that what happens with us sometimes in life is we get really distracted by what happened in our past, what happened in our childhood, what happened in, whatever time in our life that really affected us. But I want you to realize something, that who you are right now is just as real, just as important. It matters just as much as any other moment in your life. And I was thinking of this idea that I wanted to tell you, that basically every day when you wake up, it's a new chance. In fact, any moment of any day ever is a new chance. And negative energy really doesn't want you to know that. It really doesn't want you to understand the absolute freedom that you have, the absolute freedom of choice, the absolute freedom of free will, the absolute ability to say, no, today I'm going to do this instead of that, even if I've never done that before, even if that's not part of my identity. And I think, or the identity that I've created for myself, I think the idea of identity is really, really key to this, because the concept you have of yourself, get more fluid with it. Don't be like, I'm not someone who fill in the blank, if that's something that you want to do. Like, I'm not someone who goes to the gym. Well, do you want to go to the gym? Would that get you closer to a goal that you have for yourself? Then stop telling yourself that that's your identity, because the truth is, we will actually operate out of the identity that we create for ourselves. But honestly, your true identity is your spirit. Your spirit has lived many lifetimes, potentially. And whoever you think you are, you need to get looser on the negative aspects of that. Be willing to let them go. Don't identify yourself as anything that feels negative to you. Keep the positive parts. I'm someone who's funny. I'm somebody who is, joyful or creative. Keep all the good, positive aspects of the identity that you've created for yourself. But all the negative aspects, just throw them away. Maybe in the past you weren't someone who went to the gym, but today you are, because you're going to the gym, right? Maybe in the past you weren't somebody who meditated, but today you are, because you're meditating. It literally is that easy to make change. And don't be intimidated by making positive changes, by starting fresh, by doing something different, because the bigger picture helps you. One book that Mary, the Mother of God, actually deliberately told me to reread. I had already read this book, The Alchemist, by Paulo Coelho. I'll link it in the description. I already read it. I knew all about it. I thought about it all the time. It really has been a guiding force in my life. He did a bunch of interviews with Oprah that here on YouTube that you can watch. If you look for Paulo Coelho and Oprah, or even just The Alchemist, Oprah, he said so many things that really affected me and helped me and helped shape the way I see life. And And so I was already like, I already read that. But then I found myself in a bookstore a couple weeks ago, and I felt that that was the moment. Buy The Alchemist, reread it. And I was like, what? And I was even thinking, I'm going to get The Alchemist at the library. I don't even need a new copy. What? But I knew the moment I was in. It's like, here you are. You've been seeing this moment. You knew that this was going to happen. Just buy the book. And so I did something different. I made a new choice. You know, I thought, I'm somebody who's going to get at the library. I'm somebody who already read that. But it's that easy sometimes just to be like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I just bought it. Okay, I bought it. Now I have it. I started reading it, I think, on the way home, and I couldn't put it down. And there were so many things in the book that I didn't even remember. And I found myself even not even remembering how it turned out. And I actually bought a copy for my little brother for his birthday, which was on December 15th. And it just, I trusted the guidance that I got, and I did something about it. So other than telling you that The Alchemist is a really great book to read, which I am, or reread, even if you've already read it, I'm telling you that you can make choices now because you have free will now, and nothing is holding you back. And I want you to think about, instead of thinking about who you don't want to be, I want you to think about your identity in terms of who you do want to be. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in 2025? How can you even be that person today? And how is it actually pretty easy, if you think about it, doing something different? That's all it is. If you aren't the person that you want to be, and there's a version of you that you do want to be, and I'm telling you, that version has to be inside of you, because there's no other you. You're right here. That version of you has to be inside of you right now. Well, how do you become that? You have to make different choices. You have to do something different. And what I'm saying on this energy update is that you have a fresh, clean slate. And this is a really good time energetically where you're supported in doing this. Start making new choices. If you're not somebody who has been forgiving of people, forgive somebody. If you're not somebody who has in the past taken really good care of yourself, well, what would that look like? It's like, you know what these steps are, but a lot of times you list them in your head, and you like almost like pile them up in your head, and it's like, you know that's who you are, but you're not doing them. I'm encouraging you to just do something different. I'll tell you a really simple one. For me, I do have this image of who I am, and sometimes my reality doesn't always match that, you know, because here's a secret, we're always up leveling. So I've up leveled many times, but I'm still up leveling right now. And one thing I noticed was, like, I always wanted to get my nails done. And I was always like, whenever I saw a nail salon, I was like, oh, I should get my nails done. And I've gotten my nails done many times. But just in my life right now, I was like, I want to have my nails done every time I look at my nails. But they're not, and I'm making excuses, this or that, time, money, whatever, why I don't have my nails done. And then every time I walk by a nail salon, I'm like, oh, I'll go next time. I kind of would clock the nail salon and be like, oh, yeah, I should go to that one. And then I took it a step further. I started going in the nail salons and being like, can you tell me, like, do you take walk-ins? If I wanted to come? So I did that. And then last night I was out doing, errands, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my nails done. Because when am I going to do it? I'm clocking up all these things of what I want to be and who I really am, but, well, I'm not doing it. So I went and I sat there and I sat down and I got my nails done. And I feel so good. And they are so beautiful. And that makes me feel like more of the person that I know I really am. Just something simple like that. So, and then I was thinking about the next thing that I want to do, and the next thing. And so you have to really, if you have a version of yourself, and if you've listened to me here on the channel, or my channel that about what this is all about. It's about resurrecting. It's about resurrecting from who you were to who you really are. And my work is about helping you do that by getting your energy cleared, because the version of you that you want to be is a version of you that doesn't have negative energy. So I help you do that by getting negative energy cleared. You can book a free consult with me. My link is in the description. But what I'm saying, whether you're getting your energy cleared or not, it's a good time to make a new choice. And the new choice that you need to make is to be the person that you know you are, whatever that looks like for you. Who is this version of you that you know that you are? And you need to start being that person today. It doesn't always cost money. Sometimes it's, what would that resurrected version of you look like? How would you dress? How would you speak? How would you treat people? Would you be forgiving? What would your relationship be like with your parents? Do you clean? How clean is your house? I started cleaning yesterday. It felt so good. And it made me feel like, oh yeah, I am that person right now. That person's inside of me. It's kind of like you're uncovering that version of you through these steps. And again, like I'm saying, like, the bigger picture will help you. That was why I actually started talking about The Alchemist. I forgot. It's because that's the whole philosophy behind The Alchemist, that when you go toward, and The Alchemist, he calls it your personal legend, like the real reason why you're alive. When you go toward that, the whole universe conspires to help you. So that's what I'm saying. When you are making a new choice, you're doing something with the intention that you're going to be who you really are. You're going to be that resurrected version of yourself. You're going to be the version of yourself that you know you truly are. Even if currently you don't look like that and you're not that and you haven't been doing that and you've never done it, well, you know who that is. I think everybody does. I think you know. When you start doing it, the whole, the bigger picture will help you. God will help you. The universe, like, it will help you. And so it doesn't become as hard as you think it is. And I think I just feel like that was the message. So I hope that this helps you. I hope that you start making those fresh, new choices. You are that version of you. You can be that. You are that already. I was thinking too of the statue of David. I think it's Michelangelo, right? Who carved the statue of David. And he said this really awesome quote. They said, how did you come up with this? And he said, I just carved away the stone that was not David. Doesn't that make you want to cry? It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And that's what you do when you become the resurrected version of yourself. You just, everything that's not you is gone. And the you that you really are is all you have to do. So what does that version of you do? Who are they? What is their schedule like? What do they dress like? How do they talk? What are their habits? I'm telling you, it's not hard, but it requires you to just make a different choice. Not a harder choice, a different choice. And the irony, you guys, is that it's much harder to be who you're not in this world. It's much, much, much harder. Much harder, much, much harder to be who you're not than to be who you are. You will spend money on being who you're not. You will spend time. You will spend effort. You will struggle. You will suffer. Sometimes becoming who you are feels like those things too, but it's different and you get help. So overall, it's more rewarding and it's easier and you end up where you want to be. So I hope this inspired you. If you would like to find out about working with me in the new year, you can email me. And I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful, just a blessing. I'm wishing you a blessing. Thanks for watching.